Hey, programmers, BJ from Game Gumbo here.
Hi, Logan. It's me.
It's Logan. It's
Yep.
BJ. We're in the Gumbo Pot. We're about to play
Skyrise by Roxley.
Roxley Games. Big fan of
Yes.
Roxley Games, Logan is. So, hey, let's not waste any time. Let's get right to this table and see how this thing plays.
So in a two-player game, it plays a little bit different, but the rules shouldn't faze you at all. Story goes, this is an alternate universe supposed to be turn of the century, inhabited Earth. Everything goes bad because humans are humans. So now they're building cities in the sky.
Nice.
So we're building a floating city.
Like the theme?
And so we are aristocrats trying to influence the city and build buildings and stuff like that. And we're going to do that by bidding, which I know is a mechanic you love.
Love it.
So I'm going to teach you the mechanic, then I'll explain all the pretty things around the table. You're going to actually use your buildings to bid. The first bid will start on the central island, and then every subsequent increase in bid must then travel to an adjacent neighborhood. So for example, if I started the game right here at 24, you could then go bid higher than me at an adjacent neighborhood, also noting that bridges, which are, for a two-player game, there's only 4, here, and these two, these are considered adjacent as well.
Oh, okay.
So you,
This one, this
so
one.
the cool thing about it is, and also this one and this
Yeah,
one.
got it.
The cool thing about this is the bidding travels. So not only are you bidding, you're also trying to drive where the bidding goes.
Got it.
So you would then come with a higher one, like a 32, say here, and then I would want to beat it. I could go 31, or I could just straight up say, no, I want 94, which is the highest number in the game. You can't beat it. I want that property. When that happens, I would then flip over this building, take the token that's located on that land. No one can build here ever again, and then we take these back, and the winner starts the next round of bidding.
And it travels like that. Okay, got it.
And then, so all subsequent bidding would then either be started from the central island or near or adjacent to any pre-existing building,
Even if it's not mine.
even if it's not
Got it.
yours.
So I can start here.
Yes, because that is adjacent.
Got it.
And you have to watch, some of the adjacencies can
Now,
get pretty
Does
tricky.
this blimp tell me that these two are adjacent?
They are not. That blocks the adjacency.
It's blocking.
So, like any good game, there are a couple of in-game objectives, but also are going to be mid-game objectives. So, one concept is island control. It's whoever has the most influence in the island. First, you're going to look at the tallest buildings, the tall buildings. Whoever has the most tall buildings on an island has control of that island. They get 5 victory points.
Okay.
If there's a tie, you go to medium buildings. If there's a tie there, you go to small. And if there's a tie there, friendly.
Got it.
Both get 5. And then we have 2 randomly drawn objectives. So you score 3 points for each lake with 3 of your structures bordering it. So for example, if I had a structure here, here, and here, that's 3 bordering that lake. This lake would be worth 3 points at the time of scoring. We're going to score these 3 cards twice. Once mid-game, once in-game.
Got it.
And then this one, same thing, but adjacent to blimps.
Got it.
They like to use those, the blimps, the windmills, and the lakes for
It's
a lot of these
suggesting 3 different types of buildings, though?
No,
Sizes?
it's just saying 3 buildings.
Just saying
They're just, I think they put that like that so that you can know that it doesn't matter the size of the building, as long as there's 3 buildings there. We're gonna do that till one of us runs out of buildings, and then we're gonna go into mid-game scoring. 2 eras. The game's played over 2 eras. Era. So the only difference between the first and the second era is we're going to get a couple more buildings, so you can denote the second era buildings have a little dot.
Ah, nice.
And also, it's on your player board at the bottom there. They tell you what buildings you have and what
Okay.
numbers.
Yeah. Our numbers are not exactly the same?
No, there are no like numbers at all out of all 4 players. The only thing that's different in Era 2 is we're going to have access to what's called wonders. These are buildings that cannot be stood upside down. Every other building can, except for the wonders, which is pretty slick, because you can't bid with them. You cannot start bidding with them unless it's the only structure you have. Worth noting that wonders are not noted as buildings, but buildings and wonders are noted as structures.
Okay.
For whatever cards
We see
ruling.
anything that says structures, it means
Everything.
Other than that, it's buildings and wonders.
So-
It's all wonders.
Whenever you play a wonder as a bid, it's an automatic win. Boom. I get this, bidding's over, that's it. However, we were dealt 5 wonder cards at the beginning of the game. Once we start Era 2, you're going to have to discard down to 2 cards. Because in a 2-player game, we actually have 2 wonders. That's with the other player colors that are not in the game. It gives us a second wonder. And you're going to reveal and score whatever that wonder card
You
is
don't know
at
which
that
one
moment.
I'm going to be playing.
Well, no. These are your 2 wonders. I don't know what cards, what powers they have,
Right.
what scoring conditions they have.
Right.
So they're all unique. You can read over those. And then this card is also a unique hidden in-game scoring objective for you, which there's only 4 of them, and it's pretty much the 4 colors, like have 4 buildings like on 4 locations of this color.
Yeah.
So I don't know what color you got, you don't know what color I got. Lastly, in-game scoring. Your player board here is pretty cool. This is buildings on neighborhoods of this color. Okay? So, you have a neighborhood, if you have a building on a yellow neighborhood at the end of the game, worth 2 points for every building on every yellow neighborhood. If I were to happen
get the tokens and increase it. Wow.
Yeah. Now note that the last column, it drops down. So it goes 2, 3, 4, 6, 4. So you don't want to bust. But at the same time, any future token you pull of that color that cannot fit is
Automatic 10 points.
10 points at the end of the game.
Nice.
And it goes here. And also the A, B, C, D, and the plus ones go on your left side here.
Got it.
If you get a tile with A, B, C, or D, there are hidden benefactors, I think is what they're called.
We just don't know what the powers are.
No, it's not power. This is straight up
Oh,
points.
that's points? Okay.
So once you get a like thing, disc, you can secretly pull it aside, look at what the score is, so you can know what that's worth, because there's 2 of each on the board, if you want to. So, and the values of them,
somebody else out.
the values are 3, 4, 5, and 8 randomly,
Right.
so you don't know which is where.
Can you lock somebody else out by getting both of the A's?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Other tiles I have not mentioned are this tile, which is a wild. When you get it, it can go in any of them. And then lastly, the +1. There should be 2 of them on the board. Yes, here and here. That goes here, and it means every tile you have here is worth a point at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And if you have both, every tile is worth 2 points, including itself.
Hey, it's the name father checking in. What's up, Steve?
Hi there.
Got a big show. Are you ready for it tomorrow night, Steve? We have Glenn Flaherty from Board Games and Bourbon, and he's got a channel where he
I like
specializes
all of
in
those
board
things.
games. And I know, I know, it's like the perfect channel for you.
All right, so I'm just quickly looking at my
Good
hit
news
game.
is that I don't have to worry about the show because Steve has the entire thing planned out.
Perfect.
He's in
So, a couple other things. End of the game.
Yeah.
The game will finish when we both place all of our buildings.
Okay.
So even if you go out before me, I will still get to one-man auction and place wherever I want.
Okay.
But first person who goes out gets the key to the city worth 10 points.
Not bad.
If
If you had to play with a game on stream, you know, like, we always like to play a game at the end of the show with a guy that specializes in board games and bourbon. What game would that be? What kind of game would you play with?
A drinking game, of course.
Could be a drinking game. Yeah, Steve. I like it.
So pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But once we start playing, you'll start to see the nuance. I don't even look at the wonder cards until we finish Era 1, because I can see where I naturally went and then see what. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of these board games are doing that now. Like you get to choose your in-game scoring.
Yeah, Arc Nova does that.
Somewhere through the game.
Sure.
Right.
So how many are we going to be discarding?
You're going to be discarding down to 2. You're going to have 1 for each wonder.
For
And
each
the only
of
reason there's a player blimp of the other player color here is whatever wonder that one's accounted for, you just put this on it so we know that it's you scored the blue one with that card, or the whatever green one for you. And they made the blimp stackable.
Look at that.
Awesome.
The production of this thing, Steve,
The little Zeppelins.
is wild.
And I didn't even do this wash. They came pre-washed. which is awesome. Usually an upcharge.
You want to start?
You're the bid master. I'll let you go first. Oh, let me not start with the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's no matter what I'm putting out the first time, I'm not going to get it. You're like just starting out.
But and that's the thing, you can just pass. It's not just whoever has the highest number. So if you don't want the property and you want to stick me with something, you can pass.
Well, I mean, let me see if you'll just let me have that A. Maybe it's possible, theoretically possible.
Theoretically not.
Hey, Cosmic Beat, check it in. We're playing Skyrise now. I got Logan here. It's BJ playing Skyrise. You didn't just let me have it? No.
I'm not nice.
No. Okay.
But so I played this with Jeremy and Doug, and then I played it with my wife. I like 3 better because there's that other factor, right? I'm not just thinking about what you're going to do. I got to think about what they're both going to do.
You don't really want this +1 token, so I'm sure you're going to want to just pass on that. The funny thing about bidding is that I always, it's always
But also, like,
figure out the value.
but I can see what your values are,
I know.
and I can see, like, Doug, the accountant was sitting there, was like, oh, I'm going to finish last because I mathematically can't, blah blah blah,
Really wants to see.
I just want to see what it is. The curiosity, man, those little letters there.
I know, I kind of want to see that too, so I'm going to go there.
Oh, he did go there. I will pass.
Okay. So I take this?
Yep. And you put it on, yep, there. And then that is letter B. You can show it to the camera, you can show it to them, I will not look. And whenever you're ready to put it back,
Alright.
you can just hand it over to me.
Okay.
Put it back. So now,
So that signifies what? Let's say the number was 1. What does that signify?
victory points for every one of those tiles at the end of the game.
Every one of the
So
B
that's what that is
tiles.
worth
Okay, got
at the end of the game for you. So that one won. We will take our losing bids back.
Right. And then who's the bid master now?
You won.
Okay.
So you start. Now, I will say, for Era 2, the first bidder is, if you look at on those cards at the top, there's a number.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever has the lowest number is the starting bidder.
Okay.
Can't. Oh, it is adjacent. Never mind.
Yeah.
You can.
The little
I always,
bridge.
I need to paint these little bridges silver.
I think you're right.
They're very hard to miss.
Yeah, you can
I mean, they're
see
very
these
easy to
bridges
skip.
easy.
Yeah, they're very easy to skip.
So with more players, you add more bridges and more.
So yeah, there's a section of the map for each player.
Yeah.
It goes up to 4.
Yeah. God, the detail on this thing is just amazing.
Yeah.
The artwork is just. It really does have this dreamy,
Yeah,
sense.
steampunky.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Drop that 94 and you can have it. No. I'm gonna let you have that one. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Just so you know, you could have won with the 54 automatically.
Yeah.
Because there are a couple spots that paint you in a corner, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll take that. Cool. And I will start here. They ask you to, like, Rodney's videos, like, keep them low to high so everybody can see
Okay.
it. I'm smart enough to figure it out.
That's a good point.
I played this with my wife, assisted by my 7-year-old. He was mostly in the driver's seat.
Oh, yeah?
He just wanted to win every round, right? So he was going hard.
Yeah, this acts as a block, right? I can't go
Yeah,
that way.
you can't cross the river. You have to stay on the zone. Or yeah, I call it a river, but
Yeah.
you can't cross the island bridge. Mm-hmm. And that's the other B?
Yeah.
Boy, I hope that wasn't the 8. Almost said you should call your wife up here.
Oh, yeah?
As a third player. But it's cool. So you won. You start the bid. There you go. Free house. That goes on the, yep.
And then I go again?
Yep. Okay. In era 2, that's going to happen a lot.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured that. Let's see.
Hi, Cosmic Beat.
Alright. My problem is that I'm running out of bids, though. You're just going to start claiming a bunch of...
And that's, Doug got way ahead, but he only had low ones left, and then, yeah. And that's the thing. Now this, I can beat you. I can hold my big one for whatever.
Yep.
So I could potentially put some other buildings here first, and then put my big to maintain control. Yeah, you know.
Yep.
That's the only thing, really. But I'm thinking more of this, and
It's 10 points if you get that. Yeah. I sent it to you, Steve. I sent you the show notes. Yeah.
okay.
Glenn's already put his games in there if you want to take a look at them. I'm thinking of doing, I'm going to work on it after this, but I'm thinking of doing I'm going to pass. I'm thinking about doing a game where you can play also, where we'll do like quotes about board games and bourbon and try to figure something out. Sort of like we did with Jay with the Taylor Swift thing. So, let's see. I'll look at board games and see if Glenn can tell whether there was a quote from a board game or a quote from a bourbon ad or a quote from designer. Oh, you're going big. Okay, I'm not sure that one. Yeah, I'll pass. Getting a bunch of tokens on me, Steve. I did not make those up. They were all actual quotes from Taylor Swift. But they were lyrics from Taylor Swift songs, but they sounded like board game, something board game people would say. So I'd say, did Rob Davio say this, or did Taylor Swift say this? And you had to guess which one it was. So.
Please tell me you gave him a softball, like Shake It Off or something.
Well, Shake It Off was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. It was one of them. Oh, man. Either way, you're going to get something good there.
Potentially.
Oh, no. That's another one we could do that.
Pass.
Oh, you passed it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done that game in a long time. We've done, we'll do like...
Ooh, like a bourbon pairing.
Yeah, it'll be like...
Since it's,
But the way we did it is that I would come up with like 3 pairings, and then they would have to Steve and Glenn would compete to see who the chat crew would pick out of those. So Steve would say, I'll do this one with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could do that.
I like that.
Oh, let me think about it. Let me think on it. We've got some time. All right, back to me then. I'll flip this over.
Yep.
This thing is just...
Oh, you wait till the end.
Steve, it just looks so cool with the clouds coming up, with the gears. It's so neat.
Can't be.
You did that, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, I can't. Oh,
That was 83.
this one. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, can't beat it. Yes, that's right. List 3 to 5 drinks we have to spontaneously come up with a game we pair them with. Oh, and then have the chat crew vote for them. Hey, I like that.
I'm just gonna get this.
Oh, can I come up with the drinks then, and you and Verla and Glenn could compete, and y'all got to come up with a game with it. I like it. You interested? Okay, I like it. Let's do that. Really? Because you're not going to do that. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. How much will you pay for that, though? Let's see.
I'll pass.
Okay. Take your 31 back there.
D.
Yeah, D. All right, and that's the hidden one right there. Okay. We're all good? Yes, that's what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for some crazy ones.
You read.
Back to me, huh? I'm gonna pass.
You can't. You have to start a bid.
I thought you said I could pass. No?
No.
Oh, on the starting?
The era ends when someone goes out, like runs out of buildings.
Okay.
Because the consolation is someone will have buildings left over for the next round, right? They'll have more bids. I don't like that.
I didn't think you would.
Don't like that.
I'll send an email to Glenn also, let him know what we're doing. Yeah. You gotta know what that is, right?
Take your 63 back,
Oh yeah, thank you.
so I can steal this. Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, you're getting a bunch of cheapies, man. Yeah. Dang it.
You gotta pay the 81 for it if you want it, because then you start the bid.
Yeah. If I want that one.
Mhm. Yeah, you can start it adjacent to anything, or always in the center.
Yeah, but then I'm giving you a chance.
I mean, I only have one bid, and wherever you put that, you get.
Yeah.
So you just get what you want to get.
What do I want? Oh, that's true, because you can't outbid me, right?
Mm-mm. So you're gonna go out and it's gonna start the next era.
Yeah.
So
And what happens to
they
what happens
stay.
to tokens? The buildings stay?
Everything stays.
Okay.
We just get more bids and do it again.
Interesting.
It's kind of funny. We've been working on that one island. Yeah, there's one building on here.
I know, it's just stuck out there by itself. I'd like to see if
I will help you here. I will let you know
this.
exactly, because you will get an island control.
Yeah.
And you'll get 5 extra points there. All right, so we are done with the first era.
Oh, nice. Doing some personality and board gaming, some research. I'm interested.
All right, and I know it's not as fancy, but PG stats is really good
And then we'll just move the tokens up.
at the end.
Okay. I'm wondering, Steve, I'm trying to give you I guess you don't really get a sense of the thing here. Yeah, not really.
I mean, I can show you all some pictures, or you can always do that. Let's see, we are. Okay. So, island control, you have 2 of them for 10 points.
Okay.
I have 1 of them for 5, because you have a tall building here, you have the only building here, I have the only tall building here. Panorama cards, that are these.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any, 1 blimp surrounded by 3 of your buildings? I have 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good job.
So that's 6 points for me off of that one. And then
Yeah.
also 3 surrounding the lake. I was trying, that's what I wanted to do
you
here.
came close.
I was trying, so none of us
Neither one
for
was
that, so
there.
I have 6 there.
But we score that again, right?
At the end of the game,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it doesn't show the verticality, and they do look really cool too, man. I was hoping this one would kind of show, but it doesn't really show.
So the only thing if we use BG stats, which I much prefer their score sheet, the only thing we score mid-game are going to be the wonder cards.
Okay. Well, you could just move up the score based on what it says right there.
I could, but at the end of the game, it says it wants your prestige track, and then add everything that in game. So it's not as fancy, it's not as pretty, but it works. Okay, so now we look at our wonder cards and choose which 2 we want to keep.
All right. And these are just drop dead. You win that thing.
You just can't start the bid with them.
You can't start with them.
Unless it's all you got left.
And this lowest number goes first?
Yeah. It's just the first bidder.
These are all good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's all good.
I'm gonna try for this one. It's hard, but I'll try for it.
All right. We'll get rid of 2 of them, right?
3.
Oh, we only keep 2?
You keep 2. Yeah, you're deciding what you're scoring your wonders are now. Essentially is what you're doing.
Like always. Okay. I got that.
Okay. So what was your lowest number?
3.
You go first. I have a 5. Here's my lowest.
Really want to go first, though.
Yeah. Damn popular. Oh, we're getting rated with a party of 22 people.
Wow, hey, welcome
Hi
in.
there. Nice.
Is that Steph? Steph, I'm just checking in. What's up? We are playing.
Skyrise.
Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Sorry I missed you to BGG.
Nice.
Oh, double raid. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for checking in. Yep. It's Logan. It's BJ, and we are. Oh, I did not put the graphics up for our names. Look at that.
That's all good.
Sorry about that. Logan, tell them what we're playing.
We were playing Skyrise by Roxley Games, man.
This game is just. No, I was not. I did not make it, Steph. But I'll be there in the fall.
Yep,
I'll see you
I
there.
will be too.
Yeah, Logan will be there in the fall.
First time.
Steph Hodge and I usually play at least one game. She's
Oh, cool.
great too. She's the one who introduced Scout to me. And you guys are
That
good
is
at
my
Scout.
favorite game.
Hey,
I
I'm
have
passing
like
it on,
hundreds of plays of Scout.
I've literally passed it around. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. But
It's-
you have more experience.
I played it at 3, and I played it. This is my second playthrough at 2. I prefer it at 3 or 4, but I don't know. I have this theory, and I'm probably going to end up starting a podcast about it. But like, I think most board games are best at 3 players.
Most of your games,
Yeah. And I think I'm going to name the show Best at 3 Players.
Best of 3. That's a great name for a podcast. Best of 3. And that's what you'll cover games that you think are best.
Well,
of 3
it'll be
and
me,
argue
Doug,
about.
and Jeremy, the 3 of us
Right.
playing games, and just is it best at 3?
You could do a 30-minute podcast, best of 3,
Yeah.
and you argue about 3 games. Which ones are best of 3? Yeah.
Or we could just argue about a game if we think it's
Wait, what?
Wow.
Tommy says he won't play games at 3 players.
Well,
I
so what do you
love
do?
games
2
at
or
3.
4?
Like Concordia at 3 is great. I mean, there's so many games that are
Because
great at 3.
the thing is it's the Goldilocks zone, right? 2 players at this, I only got to think about what he's gonna do.
It's true. Yeah.
You know,
Look, there
it is.
The name
See?
father.
See?
Yes. Backing us up.
But 4 players sometimes feels too tight, so that's why I think the Goldilocks zone is 3. No, I'm a Final Girl fangirl. I love
Blue,
solo.
you don't have to.
Yeah. I love solo games, but
Now,
when it
in
comes
Louisiana, that would be Taunt Blue. You know
Taunt
that,
Blue.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
that like Taunt Blue?
I mean,
Welcome in.
Taunt Bleu.
That's how we would say it.
Taunt Bleu.
Yeah, it's in Taunt Bleu. Man, I was down to get going. I went visit my Taunt Bleu.
Yeah, my Taunt Bleu, my
and my non blanc. I know. That's how we would say it.
All right, let me.
Oh, James is saying yes. James A. Brazil says 3 players.
Yeah.
There are so many games at 3.
So many good.
Folks call me Blue, so that makes it
That's
easier.
nice. Are you an umpire?
Come on, Blue.
Yeah.
You're my boy, Blue.
Okay.
I do go first.
You
right?
go first.
Is anything else I need to know about the second part of the game?
No, it's just it's the wonders.
We're still going to score all three of these.
Again,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. And the numbers have all changed here, which is wild.
I mean, I get that. All my consolation, I get to keep that 31 from.
I'm just going to grab
Yeah,
this.
you thief.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop me from getting 3 around that lake. I get it.
But it also gives me the blunt. So.
Oh yeah.
Do I go again?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
won.
Okay. But you gotta be careful. I don't want to bust here. I don't really want to bust.
Yeah, I'm not too really worried about those tokens.
You're not worried about them? Okay.
I don't.
No.
I mean,
All right.
I'm more worried about, personally the way I play, I'm more worried about area control than what's going on my board.
Blue is the bestest color.
It is. I like blue.
I play gold.
Well, I'm a purple fanboy myself, but it's half blue.
Come on, blue. He liked the way you said, "Come on, blue."
Yeah.
Taunt blue. Do it every time.
I agree, Steve. I agree. All right. Let me think.
Barrel in the bat.
You're still
on?
leading. Where'd you start? Oh, way in front of me.
Right.
Hi. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
And you know there are a couple of Euro games that you have to play at 3 or more. I think Yspahan is 3 or more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see the gripes behind that. I don't always see the gripes behind like every game has to have a solo mode.
I've got a bunch of Euro games that are 3 to 5 only.
Yeah.
3 to 5 only. Oh, did you really? Some bad calls in the Sea Dogs game. Steve went visit his son up in Maine, so he
Okay.
went to the Portland Sea Dogs. The name father is a Red Sox fan, and that's their Double A, right? Not the Triple A. That's their Double A, right? Is Pawtucket still their Triple A? Where's it?
I'm gonna one up you.
What would you do?
I went 14. You had 13. It's adjacent.
Interesting.
But the fact that I'm leaving that green open for fresh pickings.
Yeah.
I know.
Curious about that.
Curious.
Sea Dogs is Double A. Okay. It used to be Pawtucket. I think was Triple A, right? I don't remember who their Triple A team is. You're making me waste a bid, is what you're doing. Really early for a token. I don't even really want that much, but I'm gonna take your bait. I am gonna take your bait, and then I'm gonna go here. Yeah, and I'm gonna butcher that name. Is it Worcester? How do you say that town? I always see that name.
Worcester.
Is it Worcester?
I don't know.
Worcester?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
What is a gumbo? Oh, it's
It's a gumbo.
a roux-based. I'm gonna call it a.
You gotta say.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's a
It is
oop
not.
with the S in the front of
It is
it.
not.
That's served with mostly rice. But then what is it? Is it a stew?
When you put a spoon into a soup, does the spoon stand up while you walk around and
Your
dance and
gumbo
jig?
spoon stands
Your
up.
gumbo should be thick enough to where when you put it in there, you can dance.
No. Okay.
You can play
Okay, hold on.
accordion.
Excuse us. We're about to tangent right here. I went to Disneyland.
Yes.
And I ate at the Blue Bayou.
Oh,
Now,
now come on.
I got the gumbo.
Yes.
The gumbo
It's
sat
not soup.
on top of the rice. It did not penetrate the rice. Why does your soup stand? Your ladle stand up? Is it just that much meat you put in your gumbo?
Your roux. Your roux.
Well, in the roux, yeah,
so
but once you
thick.
water it down,
Oh no, it should be so thick.
we're gonna have to have a cook-off.
Yeah.
You and me, a gumbo cook-off. Let's go.
I cheat, so I don't make homemade. You know.
Oh,
I
well
use-
then you are no authority on this subject,
Of course
sir.
I do cheat.
Is it like a potage? I don't think so. It's so unique, right? Like, I don't like calling it a soup, but I mean, what else do you compare it to?
Yeah.
I mean, Campbell sells it in a can.
Yeah.
That is not gumbo. Don't go buy Campbell's gumbo.
That is not gumbo.
And you call us, I will gladly cook for whomever wants to come around. I love cooking. Everything has rice in it.
And if
if Mexican food is tortilla, meat, and vegetables, ours is rice, and rice.
Yeah. First you start with the roux, and you add some rice.
I'll give you the history behind it so you can understand. Is the Acadians, the Cajun people, they worked out in the field. They were, sharecroppers in a lot of ways, like a lot of the other people out here, and they only got one good meal. So it was a very carb-heavy, hearty, cheap meal, right? So it's a lot of pork, a lot of rice.
It's flour and oil.
Yeah, flour and oil is a roux. But so it's not healthy, but it's so good.
It is. People live to be in their 80s and 90s eating gumbo every.
We're not a blue zone, BJ.
It's a very healthy, hearty.
Yeah,
it's a meal. It's not a soup. It's a meal.
Honestly, like the easiest Cajun food to compare stuff to is jambalaya, because it's a paella. If you've had paella, you've had jambalaya. It is. It really. That's where it came from. They Africanized the paella, and we have jambalaya. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they did work it off in the fields too.
All right.
A good gumbo though has some potato salad in it, right? So you put your potato salad.
I don't
eat
potato salad.
Oh my god.
It's because I don't eat mayonnaise.
I want to thank.
And I don't eat boiled eggs. So that's,
I want to thank Logan for his last appearance ever in the Gumbo Pot, because he doesn't put potato salad in his gumbo.
Look, I don't even have a Cajun last name. I was born a Savoie, but I'm a Lanoux now, so it's,
Do you put eggs in your gumbo? Boiled eggs?
For everybody else.
Oh my god, wow.
I don't.
Giles just said it. Gumbo is gumbo. That's what it is.
I agree.
Gumbo is gumbo.
Yeah, but if you gotta explain it to somebody who has no. If I'm explaining to an alien what a chicken is, I'm gonna call,
You say that's feathers, right? You gotta start with the feathers. Gumbo is life. Gumbo is life.
Yes, gumbo is life. Alright, I got a bid now. That was my little tangent. I'm sorry.
Listen, don't mention the word gumbo or boudin or cracklings on this podcast, because we are gonna literally get distracted.
Why don't we get cracklings whenever we play games over here?
I know. Sometimes I do bring boudin, but not tonight. We should have had some boudin.
Yeah. Okay.
I may cheat though with the roux, but what I've learned is what is not the roux is not what's important. It's what you put in the roux.
You saying
he
literally? You know what I just heard?
No.
This is what I just heard. I heard that. It's not Jesus in the Bible. It's everything else in the Bible.
No, what I'm saying is, you can have the best roux, but if you don't go to T-Boys and get some sausage, and if you go get some Hickory Farms stuff you got at Rouse's, you're not gonna have a good gumbo.
Taunt, look, you've been Cajun-fied. I'm sorry, Taunt, but yes.
That's right. Taunt It's definitely. We are learning some things about each other that we did not know.
All right.
You can skimp on the roux. You cannot skimp on the. You can't.
Well, no, I agree.
I agree. Gotta have.
You know where I skimp? Where I cheat? The chicken.
You use a hen, right?
I go to Rouse's and I buy the rotisserie chicken pre-cooked.
It's killing me.
It's $5 for a cooked chicken. You know how much time it saved me?
You know why you need a hen? Because the hen doesn't break up when you cook it. Because I cook my gumbo.
I agree, Steve. I don't skimp on anything, but if I need to save time, because gumbo is very time consuming. Yeah. If I can skip on roasting a chicken, I'm gonna.
I cook my gumbo for 6 hours, and the chicken is going to just. The chicken he's putting in there is going to be all over the place.
I'm gonna bring you some gumbo. You're gonna disagree.
You're gonna disagree.
You're gonna disagree.
You're using a hen. You must be using a hen.
I don't know if Costco got the hens. They big, they juicy, and they $5 each. Flat price. Can't beat it.
Man, we used to. Do you remember that guy?
I don't put. Okay, so Webster's. Did you know Webster's dictionary? The definition of gumbo. One of them is just plain old okra.
I mean,
okra is a thickening agent. Yeah. In gumbo.
I don't use okra.
I don't use okra in my gumbo either. Now, I don't fault people. Like some people love a good shrimp in okra gumbo.
Yeah, my grandma loved okra gumbo, but not me.
But no, it's a thickening agent. That is the Creole roots, which my mother has a Tony Bernard original painting in her house.
Hey, my grandmother grew okra, man. She
my family did too. But I need to play this dang turn.
It's the longest turn ever. We got distracted with the gumbo stuff.
All right. I will go here. Let's see what happens.
I tell you, you can Wikipedia gumbo all you want. But you
No,
gotta-
I mean,
no, Gumbo. is
we are
Gumbo.
the height. Like we are in the heart of Cajun country, quite literally smack dab in the center of it.
We're literally arguing over the size of the pencil head. It's all pencils here.
So, Taunt, the origins of gumbo is both Cajun and Creole.
Everything in Louisiana goes back
our
to
our cultures run parallel to each other. Like I was saying, my wife,
Wait,
my mother
many
has.
of us are Cajun and Creole. At
Oh,
the
I
same time,
agree.
Like I am.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, you're not saying anything wrong.
Yeah. Oh no, not at all, Tom.
So, my mom has a Tony Bernard painting that I love.
Right.
It's a big old sprawling oak tree with people dancing all underneath it, but it's just backlit silhouettes. So you don't know what color they are,
Right.
or anything like that. But he also drew the roots, and he has in the roots is the Zydeco accordion with the Creole flag, and he has the Cajun accordion with the Acadians flag,
Absolutely.
and that is true. We are all from the same root system. Trees
Yeah.
were all intermingled. Creoles, some were slaves, some were slave owners. We were poor people
Some
that got
were
kicked
both.
out of 2 countries.
Some
you
were
know.
actually both.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
we were poor people that got kicked out of France and kicked out of Canada, and we ended up here.
And we ended up.
They say the lobsters followed us down, but they lost so much weight when they got here they turned into
It's a
shellfish.
long trip.
It's a long trip, man.
You lose a lot of calories.
Yeah, when they left Nova Scotia, they swam their butts down here to the Gulf of Mexico. And they got really tight.
Man, you
You know.
burn a lot of calories coming down that.
So I placed my bid.
Oh,
Sir.
you did?
Yeah, I did. Well, yes. Okra gumbo does get a little slimy, and that's what I don't
Yeah,
like
it's-
about it.
it's slimy.
It's the thickening
I don't
agent.
like. I don't like the gumbo.
I'll throw starch or something in there to
So I
thicken
clean
mine. Oh, you're going straight with the Wonder.
Yeah.
So yeah, you put the Wonder there.
Oh, what is that guy?
That is what Wonder are you playing right now?
Oh, I have to.
Yeah, you have to score it now.
This one right here. I am playing the Vault. Collect an additional disc adjacent to it.
Oh, you sap sucker. All right, so is it worth any points? No.
No.
Okay, so you don't move up the
But I,
position.
do I get the other one? I
When
still-
you play that Wonder.
Yeah, and then how do you know that? Oh, it's whichever one's not the platform. Okay,
Mhm.
got it. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll take this back.
And I'll take this back, and you start again, sir.
That's my little wonder.
We came from New Scotia. You came from Old Scotia. Is that what?
So what happens to this when we can't get into that one? at
Oh,
all?
you can claim it. You just don't get a disc when you win it.
Just going to.
Yeah, you robbed it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna bid here.
Just go big or go home. You win it. I can't beat it.
Oh man. Oh,
I will tell you, there is an episode of Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations that he did out here.
yeah, it's just the
It's the best.
one where he does the turtle soup. Yeah. And
Well,
he goes to the
and he does the
Lakeview.
boucherie.
Yeah,
and-
the boucherie.
If
You know the
can
guy
fi-
that got the turtle?
Yeah.
That was our old sound man when I was in a band.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was done.
So if you can find it, that episode does more to describe our
I think
culture
it does a
than
good
any other
Yeah.
representation of Cajun people.
I knew so many of those people from that. That,
Yeah.
that was shot 8 miles from my house.
I will tell you, gumbo is not an entry level meal to cook.
Good
It
point.
is I definitely did not learn gumbo till I was an adult. Man, but a good gumbo is
Anthony
unbeatable.
Bourdain, Bourdain.
I'll find the episode while I make him talk during a turn.
Was it the?
It was No Reservations.
Oh, no reservations. That's it.
Yeah.
No reservations.
Yeah, Cajun Country is the
So-
name of the episode.
He did 2 episodes in Cajun Country. This is the second one, I think.
Yes.
But there's 2 of them. Yeah. It's the one where he goes.
He did-
he does the boucherie and he goes to the dance hall, which is Lakeview.
Not the one where he went to Mardi Gras.
Not that one.
That's
Not
the
that
sec. That's the
That's the
that's the one
second
that aired right after. It aired after he died.
one. Oh, okay. So this is the first
Yeah.
one then. Okay. Is that the name of it? I didn't remember the name of the.
Okay.
Maybe so. I don't
Well, yeah,
remember
because he
the
did
episode.
start off that episode with like Yakameen and stuff in New Orleans.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe so.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
I like a good Yakameen.
But he makes his way down to Eunice, Louisiana.
the big town of Eunice. That's where I went to college.
Yeah, LSU.
Yep.
I may have played some Oh man, I'm almost out of bids, man. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, the thing is with you being out of bid, it's so wide open, so I have to build my way towards what I want.
Yeah. No beads, no babes, no Bourbon Street. That does sound familiar, man.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, because he starts off with the.
So he's on his way to Lakeview, and they're going to do a big boucherie. He gets pie-eyed.
Oh, pie-eyed. That is the word.
The last
for
shot
the
is
bait.
him. He's sitting in a chair, leaning up against this pole.
Plastered.
And he's plastered out of his mind. But do you remember he's got the pig, and they're like, you know,
you're gonna kill it.
Need somebody to kill him. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm from New Jersey. Two to the chest, two to the head, whatever it is.
Two to the chest, one to the head.
Right.
My favorite comment was he ate hog's head cheese, and he's like, "You make this on Iron Chef, or whatever, you win, Top Chef."
You win.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Let's see what happens here.
I'm gonna give it to you. Oh man. Was that the last one too?
They have the wild.
Oh, that's true. I didn't catch that. Yeah. Give me both. Dang it.
Let's see.
I don't. Was it a cook store? I thought it was no reservations though. Or are we wrong?
It might be, Steve.
It's been so long since I saw.
I know. He died so long ago. Well, now I'm gonna make you spin that 101 eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm gonna go out first. Depends if you don't spin that.
Going out first gives you a 10, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me do some maths. Okay, I'm good with that. Just take this real quick.
Why that?
Because you can't beat it. It's a 111. Oh, you can wonder it. I forget about those.
You want to change your?
No. I'll let you have a while if you want.
I'm gonna do it. Where does it go? Whichever one.
Whichever thing you want it to be. You said you needed more yellows, right, at the top?
I think so. Well, I mean, any one of these three will be. Yeah.
Bump you up to 6. All right. That's not hard. So you won. You started.
Oh, I start.
Okay.
That's gonna leave me with nothing though. Ah. And then you're gonna steal it.
Let me see. I only have like one on the white. Right? So
Yeah.
it's only going to give me
Not much.
1 point. 1 extra point that I'm already earning. Taunt Blue wants to know what got us into board games.
My grandmother, who I called Mama,
Mm-hmm.
taught me Batai.
Batai.
Oh,
yeah. I played
there we
Batai.
go,
Yeah.
My grandmother taught me Batai.
Also known as War.
Yeah. It's not the same game.
I know.
It's totally the same game.
I know.
It's totally the same game. Taught me Batai when I was 3 or 4 or 5, and then we played card games all growing up. So
Yeah, I played Batai. That was the first
Boo-Ray.
card game, and then Boo-Ray.
Pit. Which
Let me tell you.
played.
Okay, so my great grandparents, their first.
It wasn't a war. It wasn't a war.
So my great grandparents, French was their first language, like a lot of people down here.
And my grandparents were. Yeah.
And while I'm one of the few that regret letting that language slowly die.
Exactly, Steve.
I didn't. I don't speak French. I wish I did. I'm probably gonna taking the courses eventually to learn it. But playing Boo-Ray at the table of my great grandparents' house when I'm like 7 or 8. and they're speaking in English, and then all of a sudden they switch to French.
Yeah.
I know they're talking about my cars.
Exactly.
So you learn French, at least to understand what they're talking about, real fast.
You know, we called so my parents both spoke French, and all my grandparents did too.
Yeah.
My aunts and uncles. But the kids in my family, we called it the Christmas language.
Oh yeah, because when they talk about what they get you for Christmas,
It was all
switch to French.
It was tout en français.
Yeah.
Every time. So.
And then one day I woke up and they started talking, and I heard Logan, right?
Exactly.
And I was like, "Tu parles français?" Huh? Okay, let's see.
You have some choices here.
What do I want to do? I think. Oh boy.
Yeah, my great grandmother, which would have been like your great grandmother. My great grandmother spoke no English at all. She called it a dirty language. She did not.
My great uncles and my grandparents, they're afraid of nuns because they beat it out of them.
Yeah.
Anytime they spoke English at school, they got rapped on their knuckles with rulers.
Yeah, my mom had that happen to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
Punished.
go
She
ahead
spoke any French on the
and go
school.
here.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, I think. That claims it?
Nope,
You still have to find it. Dang it.
I still got 2 of them.
I forgot about that.
So I'll play this one. It scores 8 if my structures border at least 4 different blimps. 1,
Yeah,
2,
you got it.
3, 4.
We are west of New Orleans by 2 hours.
Yeah.
Over on the coast, southern part of Louisiana.
If Louisiana's the boot, we're at the peak of the arch, is what I like to tell people.
Yeah.
My dad's from Michigan, so I'm used to doing that too, just pointing to the hand.
All right, Steve. Name file. See you tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody thinks you're from Louisiana, you live in New Orleans. New Orleans is its own culture. It's so different.
I have family from New Orleans. So.
Yeah, well, I get it.
My wife's from there.
So now,
What happens now?
I win, so I get to play my only thing left, which is my other wonder.
You can leave with a monument
If that's all you got left.
Yeah, you did say that.
And I needed that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want it there because I'm a bust. I'm a bust.
Kind of bust.
Oh wait, that's not my only one because I forgot to take this bid back for some stupid reason. No, I didn't win.
Wait, you didn't win that one. Yeah,
I didn't win. Thank you. Okay, so now let's try again. I won't bid here. But we are in Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm technically Lafayette Parish, County, whatever.
Yeah.
UL Raging Cajuns, that's the university here.
Yeah. Took the one I wanted.
Or blocked it.
Where's my other monument? I played it over there. I was supposed to score that, right?
Yes.
I was supposed to show you what it was?
Yes, you were supposed to score it. What was it?
2 for every bid we placed that round. And it was just 2, right? So I didn't score very many points.
Yeah, so how many, so 2 for every bid?
Yeah, placed during that auction.
So 2.
No, it's for both of them.
Yeah, so 4.
Yeah, 4 points. Ah, man, that was a mistake. Okay, my turn?
Yeah, I bid here.
Yeah, okay.
If you go in the corner, go with the 13.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot I had this thing.
Yeah. Well, I forgot I had the 43. Oh, wait. You gotta build a bit adjacent to me. We are totally...
Oh, we are
so
yeah.
Cajun
that
out
is a
here.
bid. That is a bid then, right? Yeah.
Does the cuisine in the USA differ from state to state? I wouldn't say state to state. I would say region to region. Because
even
cultures don't necessarily follow state lines, right? Like you got the Rocky culture, you got Appalachia. We're unique even in the South, right? Because we're considered Southern, but
Not really.
we are not Southern.
Yeah.
We're a different breed. But
You gotta get above I-10.
yeah, you gotta get north of I-10 to South Arkansas.
South Shreveport,
Yeah.
Texas East. Yeah.
So
Yeah, each state though does have different cuisines. Yeah.
yeah, I mean Texas, Tennessee, that's barbecue capital, right?
Tex-Mex.
I mean Southern food is different than Cajun food.
Yeah.
You know.
Shoe Pie in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. My dad's from Michigan, which bland.
The UP or regular Michigan?
No, he's Lower Peninsula. All right.
Outbidding it?
Yeah, because I want that. Go here then, and I'll score this. When you build this wonder, score 12 points, 8 points, or 6 points if you have 0, 1, or 2 structures not yet constructed. I have 0, so I scored 12.
I said that.
So that brings me to 20. Melanie hit me with that one last.
There's only 2. Well, there's a bunch of different spots right there.
So I've scored my 2. I am done. You take that back. And you get to put those anywhere adjacent to anything and take the tokens.
I'll take that one. And then I'll take this one. All right, we're done.
Cakes and pudding. Yeah, my wife likes to watch Great British Bake Off, so I'm very well aware how good of cakes and puddings you guys
All
are.
right, we got.
Why did I totally messed this up, BJ?
What?
I still had this bid.
How?
It was still here. I never picked it up the second time I did there.
Oh my God. We totally botched this.
Look, I'm gonna put it here
Yeah, we're done.
and call it. I'm having more fun at conversation than
I know. Yeah,
I'm sorry, because this is a
start talking
great game.
food and-
Yeah, you got the fat boy talking.
We get distracted.
Okay, so now I'm gonna pull out the app, and we will go ahead and score. So prestige track, you are at Quattro, and I am at there. 20.
That's right. I don't know what
Okay.
to do.
So island control, this is gonna be fun. I have 2 tall buildings. You have 3. You get 5 here. You still get 5 there, and I will get 5 here. So
Because you have the tallest building here?
yeah, I have the most tall buildings, and then it doesn't go down to the next to check.
We had a pretty big battle over there though.
Yeah, we did. Well, because the second arrow is when you get those big buildings.
That's why we stream.
Yeah,
it.
Taunt Blue is all you.
Don't worry. Logan
Okay.
and I have plenty of the game.
Panorama cards. Here we go.
Yep.
Buildings next to lakes. You have it here.
Mm-hmm. I think that's my only one.
Yep. So that's 3
You
points.
got to surround the lake if I remember right?
No, you just have to have 3 adjacent to a lake.
Yeah. Good. And you blocked it right here. I was trying to get that one bad.
Yeah, I abandoned that whenever you stopped me here.
Yeah.
So you got 3 points for that.
Mhm.
Did you get surround a blimp?
Yep. Over there.
Okay, so you
Wait,
got,
no. I don't. Does this count?
Nope, it's not touching. It's not adjacent to the blimp.
Counted. I did get this one though.
Okay, so 6 points total for your panorama cards. I didn't do this one, but I still have 1, 2. Didn't get that. That's all right. All right, so I have 6 points as well. Secret objectives.
Did I get it?
You have to have 4 buildings on brown.
Is this-
1,
Okay, that does
2,
count. All right. I wasn't sure if these
3,
were brown. These
4.
Yeah,
You got it.
I got a bunch.
All right, so you got 10. I had green. So.
But this little red thing was throwing me off with these little red
no, but that's
buildings.
brown.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, patron discs. That are these.
That's where I messed up because I got all these brown buildings, but I only had 2 brown tokens.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so you
So we start with the golds.
have an A? No, we've kept an A and a D on the board. Okay, so I had an A, so that's 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 2 C's, which is 6 points, so that's easy. 10 points for me.
Oh, you're doing the patrons now.
Yes,
Okay.
patron discs.
Got it.
You had.
2 of the 8s.
Oh yeah, you sucker.
No, one. Sorry, one of the
8 and
8s.
2 5s.
2
So
18 points.
18 points. Why you didn't go get that? Because I kept blocking it.
Because I'm dumb. I didn't
Okay.
notice that it was a 43 there.
No one got neighborhood discs, which is whenever you put discs all the way.
I did get the plus 1 so.
Oh yeah, so 10 more points for that. Because each token, including themselves, are worth 2 now. All of it, yeah. So, all right. I got the big key. In a 3 and 4 player game, there's also a second place prize of 4 points. Commission discs.
That's where I messed up. I have 1, 2, 3 of my 6s, so that's 18
these.
points.
Okay. So yeah, this is where the big calculator comes out. No, that's structures. What the frick was commission discs? I played that a couple times.
Huh. I don't know what that is.
Let me go look. Oh, these are your commission discs. I doubled up.
Which one?
The plus ones.
Oh, okay.
They score separate, so 10.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. And I had 0. And then now we score the structures, the math. Okay.
All
So
right.
we'll do one player at a time. If you want to just add up.
So my yellows, I have 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna grab a calculator for
3
this.
times 6 is 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then my greens, I had 1. Oh, I just messed this part up, man. Just 1 green
Yep.
for 6 points.
All right.
And then I know I have a couple of whites out. That one and that one, 2. And that one, right? 3.
Times 4.
And another one. 4 times 4 is 16.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, plus 16.
I have a bunch of browns, but they're only worth 3 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3 is 15 points. That's me.
Alright, you got 55 for your buildings. Respectable. Let's do mine. Yellows. I'm red. Remember that.
Did you get any yellows? Well, oh yeah, I did, yeah.
2.
Nicely done.
So 12 for that. And greens, here's where I'm scoring my points.
Yeah, good night. Good night, thanks.
2.
Yeah, we're gonna post these videos up later on YouTube. Hey, tomorrow night we'll be doing a show. We'll have Glenn Flaherty on. It'll be talking about some Kickstarter games, and we'll also be playing games with chat crew. So come check in. It'll be a different format. That's our interview show. So thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
If you like bourbon, we'll be talking about board games and bourbon all night tomorrow night. So
3 times 6 is 8.
we'll be talking about mixtape also. Did you play mixtape with us? No, you missed that one. Okay, that must have been Doug then. We're gonna play. We're gonna talk about mixtape tomorrow night and a couple other games. Roxy's got a hit on this one. They do make some good. So Roxy's the one that also makes a Raccoon Tycoon also.
Mm-mm.
No,
That's Capstone?
oh, I can't remember what it is. Good night.
BJ, you won. By 2
Did I?
points again.
Oh, so close, huh?
By 2 points again.
That
Ha! I'm trying to do the math. Where?
that question mark, man. I had a bunch of gold buildings. 1, 2, 3. I had 3 gold buildings times 6. That was 18 points just by itself.
But the math's not math. Oh, I gave you the. Nope, I won.
Oh, you won?
I gave you the key. I was like, where's
Oh,
the
yeah,
disparity? So 123 to 141.
Heinz 57 Ketchup wants to know what we think about Skyrise. If you like auction games, there's no reason not to play this game. This game
I
is-
don't like auction games,
I
and
do.
I think it's the best auction game.
Yeah. There is another game, and I can't think of the other game where you put tokens out.
I like the
where it
traveling, right?
ends.
Because
yeah.
I can still
What other game
manipulate.
does that?
I can manipulate the direction of the game.
There is another game where you do that traveling mechanic for your bidding, but it's done very well. Is it Zuvedas?
I have not played Zoo.
Okay.
I want to say that's like a politics game
It is, but it's also
where you move up a track.
Yeah, maybe it's not Zuvedas, but I can't remember. But it does that mechanic very, very well. I love all the little, the little different ways of scoring.
It's a point
And-
salad.
And I love any kind of game like this.
Yeah.
I didn't do very well at it, but the
got a
ability
couple
to
of
control
yeah.
your scoring by grabbing these tokens.
Yeah. So do you want the neighborhood or do you want the neighborhood token?
Tokens. Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Don't intentionally put them because that's just cheating.
And Glenn Flaherty, who's going to be our guest tomorrow night, was talking about how most games just have kind of a painted on theme. This one doesn't. This one actually feels like
So
you've got the style.
Heinz, I think it's good at 2, but it shines at 3. I have yet to play it at 4.
It's a game he would say best at 3.
I would say most games are best at 3, except for solo games. Don't play that with 3.
I did like playing it at 2 though, because there's enough interaction between the two.
Yeah, and we
players.
know enough, well enough to manipulate the board a little bit.
Yeah, because they shrunk the board down. If it was a big board, we wouldn't even see
Yeah,
each
I
other.
almost thought about going crazy on you and putting them cut a corner, but then you wouldn't have bridges. I was like, it's not fair. I'll just do it this way.
I like the. Oh, you could set it up the way you want from that aspect. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I dug it. That's a good one. And I'm trying to see if they. Yeah, you can kind of see. A little
Yeah, I mean-
bit the visual element.
Yeah, well, you can pick up one of the islands. That's fine. Just get this one out first. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It looks beautiful.
I can't describe the way it is, but
And you know what?
if you were here, you'd see how it sits
even
in
my,
the clouds.
My 7-year-old son realized very quick how to bid, but also at the same time, he realized that each player color has different architecture.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah,
that.
mine's more of a futuristic sci-fi. I said it looks like Wakanda. The white is more gothic. Green is Art Deco, or is it blue? One of them's Art Deco.
I did not even
Yeah.
notice that.
So
Yeah.
it's your style. You're influencing the city with your own stuff.
Yeah, you're building it out. Yeah, mine's.
And I thought it was so clever that every building except for the Wonders stand up comfortably upside down or right side up.
Either way, they balanced them perfect. Yeah.
So, but I do recommend this game.
All the wonders are unique. I mean, some of these wonders are just amazing looking.
Yeah, I've been playing it a lot. I got it. I learned it, and it's quick enough where the wife will play. It's witty enough. But I do like the game we played earlier today too.
Neotopia.
Yeah, it felt very similar, right?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good match in theme
Yeah.
between two thematic elements. Yeah.
Absolutely. We're both building new cities.
All right. Well, that's it for Skyrise, designed by Sébastien Pauchon, or one of the designers, one of my favorite designers. He did Yspahan and he did Jaipur. It's a game that you like a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Adam Wyse and Gavan Brown.
Yeah, I don't know Adam Wyse or Gavan Brown. I don't recognize him.
Wise with a Y.
What?
W-Y-S-E.
Ah, okay. From Roxley Games. So, still available?
Oh yeah. I don't know about this. There's obviously a retail edition. Believe I bought it second used. I found it on BGG, the marketplace. Worth the money I spent on it for sure.
Check it out. All right, tomorrow night we'll be back with back in the Gumbo Pot. We'll have Glenn Flaherty from Board Games and Bourbon. We'll be talking about some spicy out games. We'll be talking about pairings between board game and board games and bourbon, and we'll also be talking about some of the games that are coming out on Kickstarter, including Mixtape, which is coming out from Talon Strikes Games in the next week or two. And Glenn knows a lot about this game. I've played it a bunch, so if you're in high school and you're trying to make a mixtape for your crush or your best friend.
Yeah,
So
I burned CDs.
Yeah.
That was my era.
Not me. I was definitely into the mixtapes. So we definitely did mixtapes a lot. We'd share them around. So that's what the game is about.
Awesome.
It's a cool little set collection game about that. So until next time, for Logan, for BJ,
Later.
Laissez, temps, rouler, and eat more gumbo. It's not soup.